Hello, welcome to episode 303. We're going to be making an updating location journal with an index and teleport. What on earth does that mean? Well, we're in 1.19. This one is a request by ArcticPandaPro. Let's have a look. So when I start the map, I've got this book. My locations are undiscovered. That's undiscovered. That's undiscovered. I haven't been anywhere. Let's go somewhere. I've got 2 locations. You can have as many as you like. And once you've made one, it's really just a case of sort of copy and pasting. Let's go to the Spooky Ruins. My book has updated. Spooky Ruins is now available. I can click on it. It's a link. It will take me to the right page. There's some information about the Spooky Ruins. I can go back to the index, or I can teleport back to the Spooky Ruins, which are red, to continue my adventure. And let's go to the Cave of Doom. My journal will update again. Now I can go to the Cave of Doom and continue my adventure there. Okay, so that's the general idea. We've got a reset. There we go. I've removed the tags and now updated the book because I don't have the tags. I haven't discovered anywhere. This is going to be a bit of a long one. We just had 2 very short episodes, so this is going to more than make up for it, I'm afraid. You might want to get comfortable because we're going to be here for a long time. Instead of just sort of starting at the beginning, instead of just sort of starting here and just saying 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, let's do this, do this, do this, I jump around a lot explaining and adding bits as I go. So for instance, if you don't want to put this little link in, you don't have to. If you don't want the index, you don't have to put it in. If you don't want the teleport, you don't have to put it in. Up to you. You can take bits out. Should be relatively easy to take bits out the way I've sort of structured the video. Anyway, enough rambling. You're going to be here for a while. I will see you shortly. Let's build this now. Okay, let's make a start. Right, we're going to need some objectives. I'm going to try not to make mistakes when I do this. It's going to be quite a long one with some long commands though, so I'm going to try my best, and I'm going to try and, instead of going through it quickly and just listing all the commands, I'm going to try and go through each one and break them down a bit, hopefully to make it a bit more easy to understand. Right, we're going to need some objectives. We're going to need one to force the journal to update, so I'm going to call that update journal. And I'm going to make a dummy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that to 1. And if a player has a score of 1, then we'll update their journal. So that's that. Let's have another score. This is going to be a trigger because we're going to use teleports, and a non-opt player can't run the teleports. So we're going to have to use triggers. So the non-opt player runs the trigger and the trigger runs the teleport. That's what we're going to do. So let's get a trigger. We'll call it tele waypoint. And it'll be a type trigger. Done. Run that. And let's enable that trigger. Scoreboard players. Enable for all players. Tele waypoint. Done. Cool. Okay. Right. Next, we are going to set up some data storage. We'll have one. This will be the storage master. And this is going to contain all the information for everything when it's fully complete, which you'll see in a moment. It will make more sense. And we'll have another one, which we're not going to fill in for now. I'm just saving the space. This one is going to be storage, storage current. And this one is going to hold all the information for a book that is completely incomplete, no information filled in. So this one would say destination spooky cave, and this one would say destination locked. That's going to be the difference. Let's merge some data. I think we will do that now. Let's data merge into storage, and let's give it a good name. Journal data. I've probably from testing. Journal data. And I want to merge some stuff in there. So I'm going to do it by pages. My first page I'm going to call master. Just let me know it's the master data. And it will be the index page. And it's a list. And I'm going to have one piece of text make sure there's a comma, 2 pieces of text. This first piece of text, I'm going to leave blank. Now the reason this is, I think what it does is it takes the first piece of text and uses the formatting of it, like bold, colour and stuff, as a default. So if we leave it blank, I think it's just going to take a blank default. So that's why we're doing that. Right, what text do we want? So this is going to be at the top of the index, I suppose. It's a list of locations, so locations will probably do. And okay, let's say done. And let's pop that into data storage. Let's check. Data, get, storage, journal data. Okay, journal data's got a master index. There it is. Yeah, that looks all right. Okay, now let's do 2 more. This is going to be force update. And basically we're just going to set our scoreboards, players, set for the nearest player, update journal to 1. And this is going to be the update controller. And this is what's going to check if that is set to 1. So what do we want to do? The first thing I want to do is, because we can't, without a data pack, we can't edit the item while the player's holding it. So we're going to have to clear the item from them and just give them a new one. So let's do the clear first. Clear all players whose scores equal update journal equals 1. And from them, we are going to clear a written book. We don't want to clear all books, only one that's got the tag journal true. Okay, so we'll clear the journal. Cool. Next, we'll give them a new journal. We'll just do a test journal first. Just do a test book. So we will give all players scores equals, make sure we get the right type of brackets, update journal equals 1, and I'm going to give them a written book, and it's going to have some information in it. First thing, make sure we've got our custom tag. So let's say journal equals true. This is the journal. It's going to need a title, and it's going to need an author, and it's going to need some pages. Right, title, journal, author, Bob the Traveller. 1 L if you're in America, 2 L's if you're in England. Okay, inside my first page, I'm going to want a little bit of information. So let's do the same as what we did for the storage data that we saved earlier. So we'll have 2 things. The first one, we will just have blank, and that might not be a comma. It wasn't. And the second one, we'll say locations. So we're going to change this in a minute because this is hard coded, so we don't want that. What we just want to check is going to give us a book, really. And let's reset the player score. Scoreboard, players, reset for all players, update journal. Done. Turn it on, click on that. I've got a book, open it up. Doesn't say anything, but we've got 2 pages. Okay, so we can see what we've done there. What we've done is it's taken this as our first page, and it's taken this as our second page. Now, if we wanted that to be on 1 page, we'd have to define it as 1 page, but we're going to be changing this anyway. So let's not worry. Now, I'm going to take everything out of there because I want to take the value from storage. So inside pages, we're going to have to say what we want to put in there. And I want to put in some storage data. So we're going to have apostrophe, and square brackets. Inside the square brackets, I am going to say tab tab colon tab tab, and I'm going to have another one, tab tab colon tab tab. That's not tab tab. speech marks. Okay, and then I'm going to have another one, speech marks colon speech marks, and I'm going to have another one. Okay, I've got 4 altogether. I think that's all I need. In fact, I don't think I need those last 2. Let's fill them in. Right, what do I want in my page? I want to look in storage, and I want to get some information from journal data. Okay, if you remember, that's what we saved it under, storage journal data. Journal data. Okay, what do I want from journal data? Well, I want the MBT from the master index array. And I want each bit to be separated by a new line. So let's put a separator in there. A separator, each one with a new line. So 1, 2 of them, n, that's a new line. And I want to interpret it as true. If I don't put interpret, it will put all the brackets and the speech marks and everything. I don't want that, so let's do interpret true. Okay, I kind of feel happy with it. Let's find out. Force an update. Okay, so we must have made a mistake because it's put that in as text instead of reading that and going, he wants data. It's just looked at it and gone, oh, I just put a load of text in. Okay, let's have a quick look. Right, I can instantly see I've missed some brackets. So here, where we've got pages, open square, apostrophe, open square. What I've done is I've forgotten to put an open curly bracket there, and we go all the way to the end. After interpret true, I should have a close. Done. Let's force an update again. Locations. Okay, cool. Just quickly, let's take interpret true off and put it to false, and you'll see the difference what I mean. It's taken the actual text that we wrote, the literal thing we wrote, rather than read it and interpret it. Funnily enough, let's get rid of that. Okay, that's a start. That's a start. We're copying information from data storage into a book. That's the general thing. Okay, let's go crazy with the master storage. Let's put some more stuff in there. Right. Ooh. Okay, so we've got locations. What should we have after that? Let's have, after locations, let's have a new line. Now it's going to add a line between here and here anyway, because we said separator is new line. So this one will be underneath this one, but I want it to be 2 down. So I'm going to add my own extra separator. N. Okay, now let's get another piece of text. Apostrophe. Curly brackets. Okay, so this is going to be the full version once it's complete. In here, I will have some text, and I'm going to give that text some color. Text. Cave of Doom. Yes, very scary. And I give it a color. This color is going to be green for sort of open. Okay, let's just press done. Let's save that and let's update our book and see what happens. Cave of Doom. Okay, that's good. Nice. Done. Okay. Now we'll do 2 locations. Let's do 2 locations. Let's do another one. So, these are all contained in there. That's all right. Yep. So now we want to add another one. Where do we add that? That is the question. It's always hard to find out when you've got so many of these things. Let's have a look at the beginning and see what we've got. Open index. And then we've got text. Yeah. That's cool. Cave of Doom, colour green. So we're after here. Then we go along one. We'll put another thing. Let's just copy text of, let's just Cave of Doom. Copy that one. Or shall I type it? No, let's type it to make it easier to see. So apostrophe, apostrophe. Curly brackets, curly brackets. The speech marks colon thing. I'm going to stop saying that every time. I'm just going to type it. You know what it is by now. And let's say text. Spooky ruins. Let's give it a color and make the color green. Okay. Done. Update the book. Cool. Now we have locations. Cave of Doom, spooky ruins. Nice. So this is what it's going to look like once they've unlocked it. What's it going to look like before they've unlocked it? Okay, let's do the current storage. So let's copy all of that. Copy and paste it into here. But we're going to give it a different name. It's not the master storage. This is our current storage. Okay, let's go through. Well, I still want it to say locations. I don't want it to say Cave of Doom because they haven't been there yet. So I'm going to say undiscovered. Yeah, that'll do. And we'll make it grey. And they also haven't been to the spooky ruins. So that's going to be undiscovered. And also going to be grey. Done. Now, let's update that storage. Now, we can check that by coming in here. And we don't have to change any of this stuff here. Apart from, we don't want to get it from the master index this time. We want to get it from the current index. Now let's update our book. Okay, so this is what the game's going to start like. They haven't been to either of the areas yet. Nice. And then they've gone to all the areas. And we use the master instead. Okay, so let's do master. Put that back. Since we've made a change, let's just do a quick little check. Seems to be working fine. Right, let's add extra pages. Let's have a page 1 and a page 2. One page for the Cave of Doom and one page for, what did I call it? Spooky Ruins. There we go. I'm going to copy this block and paste it down behind. Chain, always active. Okay, so journal data. We're not on the index now. We're on page 1. What do I want on page 1? I suppose at the top of the page, it should say where we are. So it's not going to say locations at the top. We're going to say Cave of Doom. That's cool. And then we've got our extra space. That's going to be black. Do we want it black? It's black at the moment because we haven't defined a color. Then text. This will be its description. Let's do this black as well. Why not? Let's see if we just leave it. Will it default to black? And let's remove this last text. We'll just keep going till it all is happy again. This is going to be some info about the Cave of Doom. The Cave of Doom. Okay. Done. Boink. But we are not telling the book to update that page. So we're going to have to do another one of these. Let's grab that. Let's grab this information. Let's grab all of this. Pages. End. Copy. Let's do a clipboard. Paste that. Okay, let's go to home. I'm going to take off the pages. Take off the square brackets for the pages. Go to the other end. Take off the... There we go. So that should be one entry. Let's edit that entry. We don't want to go from the master index. We want to go from master page 1. Other than that, I think it's fine. Let's copy that. Copy. Done. And we're going to go in here and put it in there. So 2 in. Done. Ooh, fingers crossed. Got 2 pages. It's a good start. Cave of Doom. Some info about the Cave of Doom. Wonderful. Okay, let's keep going. Let's copy this. Boink. Pop it down there. Let's say some information about the spooky ruins. And we want to do... Well, it's not the Cave of Doom. No, no, no. This is the spooky ruins. And it's going to be master page 2. Okay. Done. Save that. And let's go in here. And let's have a look at it. And we'll just change this to page 2. Page 2. We will copy it all. Copy. We'll go back to this block here. We'll go into 1, 2, comma, and add another page. Done. Now let's force an update. Cave of Doom, Spooky Ruins, Cave of Doom, Spooky Ruins. Cool. All looking good so far. Right. Now let's make it even more complicated. I want this to be a clickable index. I want to click on that and it takes me to the right page. Because you could imagine if we had this full list and the only one we'd unlocked was right at the end, we'd have to scroll through the whole book. That's going to be tedious. So let's make a clickable index. If the book is empty, we don't want to click on it, so we don't need to change the current, we need to change the master. Right, so let's go in. Spooky Ruins color green. Ah, perfect, this is what we want to change. So let's go to the end of this one after the green here, and we're going to add a click event to it. So let's do comma, that will say click event, and that is an open and close. Okay, and inside there we will need 2 sets of those. That's what I'm calling them now, those. This is a click event. What will be the action? The action will be change page, and the value will be the page you want to change to. Now this isn't a 0 sorted array, so if I want to go to page 2, I do put 2, I don't put 1. Okay, done. Update the data, force an update of my book. Cave of Doom, if I click on it, fingers crossed. That's why we did Spooky Ruins. Oh look, we've done something very silly, haven't we? We've updated the Spooky Ruins to go to Cave of Doom. Okay. Let's go back in. So our click event here, we have put it on Spooky Ruins. I even said it. And Spooky Ruins is page 3. Okay. Let's give... Here we go. Here it is. Cave of Doom, color green. Let's give this one a click event. Doop doop. Open and close curlies. 2 sets of those. It will be a click event. Uh-oh. It will be a click event. What is the action when you click? The action is to change page. What page? What is the value of the page? The page is 2. Let's go to the end and check we put 3 there. We did. Done. Update the master data. Force an update of the book. Cave of... Yep. Cool. Back. Spooky Ruins. Back. Yep. That looks good. Oh no. But now we've got the problem that we have to go all the way back. So, on each page, let's put a back button. Right. Now we need a back button. So, that's the index, page 1, page 2. Let's go to page 1. Some info about the Cave of Doom. So I think I'm going to put it right after the title. So Cave of Doom, and here let's add let's add another bit of text. Okay. Let's add some text, and the text will just say, I don't know, back to index, and I want the extra lines again, so let's put a new line in, and I want it to be green, so it stands out from the other text. Color green. Okay, let's do a test. Boom. Update the data storage, update the book. Cave of Doom, click on that. I've got an index button. Okay. Let's give it a click event. Index, color green, after color green. There we go. We will have our click event. You will be click event. What is the action taken by the click event? The action is to change the page. What is the value of the page you would like to go to? I would like to go to page 1, please. The index. Done. Update the data. Update the book. Cave of Doom. Index. Cave of Doom. Index. Oh, I like it. Okay. Let's update Spooky Ruins as well. Done. Spooky Ruins. So it says Spooky Ruins. We're going to remove that from there. And after the Spooky Ruins, after its comma, apostrophe, comma, inside the apostrophes, curly brackets, this will be our text. This will be our text color. And this will be our click event. Okay, our text will be index. Did we have a space there last time? I probably did. And let's put our new line in as well. Our color will be green. And our click event will be an action. The action will be to change page. The value of the page we want to go to will be 1. 1 doesn't start at 0. It's not an array. Done. Update the data. Force an update of the book. Cave of Doom. Index back. Spooky Ruined. Index back. Okay. Nice. We're getting there. We're getting there. Right. So our data's definitely working. I also want a teleport though. So here underneath index, I'm going to set up a teleport. So this is like a journal and a waypoint system of where you've been. Might as well add it in because I'm sure someone will request it. If you don't want it, don't add this bit in. But let's add it in now anyway. So let's go back to page 1. Actually, let's get some locations. Let's just get a piece of wool. We'll have a red bit and a green bit. And we'll put them over here. We'll have a green one there. We'll have a red one there. Oh, let's copy the coordinates of this. Fill, tab, tab, tab. Copy. Right, that's going to be location 1. So, off to page 1. Right, page 1. So here's our click event for the index. All good. Right, after the index, let's remove those page down, or line down, line down. And let's find where this click event ends. Here it is. There's its comma. And we will add apostrophe, apostrophe, comma, curly brackets. And in here we are going to have some text. The text is going to have a color, and it's going to have a click event. Okay, right. Text will be teleport. Makes sense, doesn't it? That's what it's going to do. Color will be green. Click event. Click event, and this is where we're going to use that trigger action. The action will be to run a command. What is the value of the command you want to run? I want to let me have a quick think. I'm surprised I've got this far without having to think. I want to execute a trigger, so I have to execute as the player. So execute as the person who is clicking on the book, and we will run trigger tele waypoint set to 1. Yes, yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Okay, done. But now I've just got a score. That's it. So I am going to need a controller that's checking those teleports. So we're going to need some sort of trigger controller. So I think that's what I'm going to call it. Controller for a trigger. This is going to be scanning someone's score. And what we'll do is we will teleport all players. Scores equals tele waypoint equals 1. I do want to check that they've actually been to the location, because with the trigger you can type it into chat. So if a player knew the name of the trigger, which they could do just by typing trigger and it'd bring up the name, they could play around. So if they've already been there, who cares if they use the book or if they type it themselves? But let's check. So let's say tag equals location 1. They have to have that tag. They have to have been to location 1 to teleport there. I suppose you could call that Caves of Doom if you want. What are we going to do? We're going to teleport them to those coordinates that I just saved. 4. Okay. Done. And now we've performed an action. We should reset their score. So let's scoreboard players, reset for all players their tele waypoint score. Otherwise it's going to keep teleporting them. And we have to re-enable the trigger, which we could just go over here actually and copy it. Copy. I will pause for a little bit so you can see the command. Scoreboard players enable, all players tele waypoint. Okay, let's turn that on and cross your fingers that I'm not stuck in some infinite loop. Okay, that seems good. Cave of Doom, index, Spooky Ruin, index. Alright, okay, did we not update the master storage and then update our book? Cave of Doom, and I've got, we didn't put the new line in. I want a new line in there, but let's check the teleport first. Trigger tele waypoint, set value to 1. That's cool. Okay, that bit works. There's something wrong with this trigger controller though. And while I'm doing that, let's put that extra line. There it is, teleport. I see you. I see you, teleport. Let's put oops, I'm using key codes. Let's put that in. Let's put that in there. There we go. That's our new line. So let's just check that first. Okay, the new line is there now. Okay, right, teleport. So you are triggering and setting the value. So what's your problem? No entity was found. I don't have the tag location 1. Okay, so let's ignore that for now. We'll put that in later maybe. Okay. Cave of Doom. The Cave of Doom, some information. Let's teleport there. Cool, that worked. And I'm not stuck in a death loop. Teleport to the Cave of Doom. Okay, now we just need to do the same for the Spooky Ruins. Fill, tab, tab, tab. Whew, this is a bit of a long one, sorry. Okay, so Spooky Ruins. After the index. So this is the index. We know it's change page, value. There it is. That's where it ends. There's its comma. That's its end. Apostrophe, apostrophe, comma, inside there. Curly brackets, inside here. Some text. The text color. And the click event. Okay, text. Text. I think we did that. Teleport. And we did a color of green. And this is the cluck event. I've turned it into a chicken. Okay, it's going to be an action. The action will be to run the command. What is the value of the command? The command was execute as S, run, trigger, oh my brain, I've forgotten already, run, trigger, and then the trigger name, tele, waypoint, set, yeah, and then 2, I suppose, because we want to go to a different location. Okay, done, stop that. Update the storage data. Update the book. Just in case I've forgotten those commands, those coordinates, let's get them anyway. Copy. Let us take the reset here. Control middle mouse. So you can see that's just resetting or re-enabling the telepoint. And I'm just going to move it along one and put it on the end there. And now I'm going to control copy this block. That's the reset for the score. And I move it a long one. Yep. And let's get rid of that one. We don't want it. Okay, so this one is checking for tele waypoint 1. Cancel. Let's control middle mouse. Paste that down. Make sure we change you to chain always active. And we'll check for the score 2. And if you do find 2, teleport to the other. Okay, fingers crossed. We updated the book, so we should be able to go to the green Cave of Doom. Yeah. And we should be able to go to... Oh, look at that. It works, though. Let's fix it. So, what's the problem here? Spooky Ruins. We have an extra line after index, and we don't have an extra line after teleport. Okay. Let's find that. So here's our teleport. So there's teleport, and yep, clearly there is no extra line after that. And if we find the index, there's index, and there's the extra line. Let's turn that off. Done. Let's update the master storage, update the book I'm carrying. Cave of Doom looks good. Teleport there. Spooky Ruins looks good. Teleport there. Ooh, okay. Now I could have done this much quicker, but I want you to sort of see building the commands bit by bit rather than just, put this in this block, put this in this block, put this in this block, done. If you want that sort of style of thing, obviously you could just go to the description and copy all the commands and just lay them out the same way I've laid them out. Okay, right. Now, what we need to do is give them the empty book. At the moment, we're just giving them a completely full book right from the beginning. That's no good. So let's give ourselves a couple of locations. I'll get myself a button there. There we go. So this is going to be visit location. Oh, let's put the name instead. Visit Cave of Doom. And this will be visit Spooky Ruins. Spooky Ruins. So if I go to the Cave of Doom, I suppose I could tag a player that's within range if I had it on repeating command block. I'll put that in the description. I'm just going to do a boring tag. Tag any player, add location 1. You might want to give it a better name. You might want something a bit more descriptive. Okay. Location 2. Done. So now if I click on those, I've visited the location. Right, let's do a reset. For the reset then, we are going to tag all players, remove location 1. Let's make sure we get it spelled right. Copy that. Grab one of them. Remove location 2, and then we'll force an update of the book. Is that the book update? Yeah, let's copy that block. Control middle mouse. Yeah, chain, always active. Okay, so this is going to take away my 2 tags, give me the book. Obviously that's not going to do anything for getting rid of this information though. Okay, that's going to be in our update journal. Right. So, the first thing we want to do is... Oh, you fucking bastards! Right, sorry, just had a quick phone call and this has already been 40 minutes, I'm not starting again. Okay, the first thing we want to do is create the current storage, which is going to be the same but empty. Right, so let's do a test of it. Let's change this back to... we've got masters in here. We want to change all those masters into currents. Current. Done. That's okay. I think we should have 3, 1 for each page, won't we? Here we go. So this is page 2. Page 1. And we just did the index as well. Okay, press. But we don't have the extra pages. I wonder what happens. Let's update with what we've got. Let's force an update and see what it does. Pages are blank. It's just saying there's no information. Okay, right. So I just want something basic, really. I just want something that's going to say something along the lines of location undiscovered, or you haven't been here, something like that. So let's do that. Let's copy that one. And it's chain always active. Let's go to the very beginning and start there, see what we need to change. Current index? No, this is going to be current page 1. Text, we leave that blank. Locations? No, we'll say undiscovered. Extra new line, yes. I think I'm going to change its color as well. We've already got an undiscovered there. Look at that. Let's change its color. Color grey. Okay, now what do we got next? Text undiscovered, color grey, and another text undiscovered, color grey. Well, we don't need all of those texts, so let's get rid of this one at the end. From apostrophe to apostrophe, and take that comma off. Okay, and let's change this text to something. This will unlock when you have visited the location. Okay, let's just try that. Done. Control copy that, paste it down. Find that annoyingly I've made a spelling mistake. Change that on that one as well. Okay. Right. And we should just have to change this to page 2. I don't want to give them any information about these places. So let's fill in this current data. Because remember, we've changed this to use current data now, not the master data. Let's force an update. I've got so much rubbish on me. Let's do a clear. Now let's force an update again. Okay, so this is what it should look like when you start the map. Locations, undiscovered. I can't click on them. We didn't put click events into the current. Okay. Page 1, undiscovered. This will unlock when you have visited the location. If you wanted, you could say Caves of Doom, give them a bit of a clue. I'm not giving them a clue. Undiscovered. This will unlock. Perfect. Okay, I think that's pretty much done then. We've got no indexes or anything. Cool. Right. Now, let's update the controller. I think this is the last thing we've got to do, really. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 blocks from the controller, and I'm just going to dig a hole there for no reason. And I'm just going to put them down here just in case I want them again in a minute. Just in case. Right, first thing for the controller. Let's clear it. Yes, we still want to do that. And then I think we want to merge in the current data. I think that's fine. I was thinking, yeah, my brain. Yeah, no, I'm happy with that. I think that's what we want to do. Yeah. Update journal. Let's get rid of that. Now, if the player has been to a place, we need to copy across the unlocked data. So, empty book using current. If they have been to, let's say, location 1, we need to copy across location 1's data. So, let's try that. Let's execute as all players scores equals update journal equals 1 run data. Actually, if they have the tag location 1, so if they've been to location 1, run data modify storage journal data current. I know what we're going to have to do. I'll finish this command and then I'll show you what we have to do. There's something extra we need to do. So current index. So they've been to location 1. We want to change the index of the entry. I'll show you in a minute what that is. Current index 2 set from storage master index 2 set from storage journal data master index 2. So let's have a quick look at what we're doing. If the player has the update journal, yeah, and they've been to location 1, then we will copy the information from journal data master index array element 2 to current index array element 2. So that is copying index. Let's go along here all the way to the beginning. It's longer than I remember it. Okay, master index. Here is array element 1. Array element 0. We're not copying that one. We're copying number 2. So that's 0. Here is number 1. Locations. Don't care about that. Here is number 2. This is what we're copying. We're copying the name. Okay, so we're going to copy the name across. Done. But I realize what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to set all of this data before we do that. So let's control middle mouse that block and put it over there nice and safe. Yeah. Let's what we're going to do is I think it's just going to take out that block. If the player is updating their journal, and I'm just going to take these 3 blocks. So let's get rid of these. I'm going to take control middle mouse U, and U, and put you in there. And I'm going to make you chain, always active, and I'm going to make them conditional. Otherwise, we're going to be constantly updating that data all the time. There we go. So, before it copies the stuff across, it sets the default to what we've put in here. Right, now, let's copy this block back again. Control middle mouse. If the player has been to location 1, copy the data from the master index to the current index. Okay, let's do a force update. My book has been taken away because we haven't got as far as giving them the book back yet. So what have we got here? We don't need that bit. What have we got here? Is this the give? This is the give command. Okay, and this is reset the update. So let's put those back on the end. Copy, copy. We'll leave them there because we're gonna want them again in a minute. Let's put those back on the end. Point. Oh. There we go. Why did that happen? Because it's still running and I wasn't resetting my score. So we got a lot of books then. Oh well, it took a book, gave us a book many times. Undiscovered, undiscovered, undiscovered. Let's go to location 1 and cross our fingers. We have visited the Cave of Doom. Force an update. Cave of Doom. Oh, look at that. It's there. We can click on it. Oh, but it's only updated the index. Okay. Right. I'll tell you what we'll do as well. We'll take this force update, control middle mouse, and we'll put it on the end of there. We'll automatically update our book. Okay, so remember we've got a copy of these 2 blocks sitting over there, so I'm just going to take them off. We've updated the index, but we haven't updated the page. So let's update the page. Let's copy that, put it down. In fact, this is going to be very similar to this command, so let's copy all of that and paste it all back in. Okay. Execute scores, update journal 1, tag location 1, data modify. We're not modifying the current index now. We are modifying a whole page. Which page are we modifying? Page 1 is the index, page 2. Okay. So, but what have we called it? We called it page 1, didn't we? We've got the index, then we've got page 1. And we're doing the whole thing, so we don't want this number. And we'll copy that from the master page 1. I kind of feel like that's going to work. Done. And we should still have we got a copy of those blocks? Oops. Yeah, those are the blocks that we copied, so let's put them back on the end. Give the journal, reset the score. Okay. Let's go to Cave of Doom. Cave of Doom. Oh, okay, let's, where's our reset? Here's our reset. Where's our reset? Didn't we do a reset? I'm sure we did. It's just the reset right at the end. Here it is. Look, I just didn't put a sign on it. That's why I put signs on things. Reset. Done. There we go. Okay, I've just started the map. Nothing's unlocked. I'm going. I found the Caves of Doom. My book is updated. I could scroll through like this if I want. Or I can use the index. And I can teleport there. I think now, if you've had enough of watching, and I wouldn't be surprised if you had, you've got all the information you need to do the rest. That could be a puzzle for you. If you want to do it, have a go. If not, let's carry on going. So, let's do the other page. That's all we have to do. Knock these two off the end. Control middle mouse to copy them. Copy them. Put them down over here where they're nice and safe. There we go. Pop, pop. Right. So we just have to do for page 2. So let's have a look at our book. This was index number 2. So we want to do the same for the next one. Index number 3. And then we want to do page 2. I should have called it page 3 really, so it lined up with the actual book page numbers, but I didn't. So there. So let's copy that one and that one. Let's put that in there, and we'll just say index 3, index 3, if they've been to location 2. Let's there we go. If they've been to location 2. Done. And we'll put this one. Almost done, almost done. Master page 2, copy over current page 2, if they've been to location 2. Done. Get our blocks, copy, copy, using control middle mouse, pop it down, yes, give the book, yes, reset the score, get rid of those, tidy up. It is on, do a reset. I don't know why I expect the reset to be down there every time. Do a reset. I've got my new book. Get rid of them. I started the map. I haven't been anywhere. Nothing is unlocked. Ah, yes, it's good. I visit. Let's do a different order. I visit the spooky ruins first. My map is non-linear. And nothing happens because we didn't put an update book there. So let's go update the book as well. Force update. Spooky ruins. It's updated. We can go to the index. We can teleport to the spooky ruins. Okay, let's make that a bit nicer and actually put that block behind there as well. Okay, then I keep running around. I discover the Cave of Doom, and I discovered it. Now I look at my book. Cave of Doom is now unlocked. I can read some information about it. Oh, look, it's very scary, terrifying. I can teleport back there whenever I like. Okay, so we're basically done. I can't believe this took nearly an hour. I thought it was better to do it that way than just go, blah, this is just do all of these commands in order. I thought it would be a bit more confusing. As I say, if you are not interested in sort of how it fits together, just copy the commands from the description. But there's no point in me saying that now because you've made it to the end. So therefore, I don't know. But anyway, we've got a cool journal book. Because I did it all in parts, you can take out any bit you want. If you don't want the changing page, don't put that bit in. If you don't want the teleport bit, don't put that bit in. You could just have a journal which just updates and gives them information. Entirely up to you. Oh, there's one thing. Let's do that trigger check. Let's do a reset. I haven't unlocked anywhere. They don't work. No information. But I bet I can still trigger tele waypoint set 1. I can still teleport there. Yes. Glad I remembered that. Let's add that so they can't do it. Controller trigger. Let's have a look in here. What's this? Tele waypoint 1. Well, yeah, but only if they've got the tag location 1. Done. Tele waypoint 2. Yes, but only if they've got the tag location 2. So they have to have been, let's spell it correctly again. They have to have been there. In which case, since they've already been there, so I've been to location 1, since I've already been there, I can use the book to teleport there. It doesn't matter if they trigger it, does it? That worked. Can I go to 2? No, I can't go to 2. In fact, what you could do is you could have a command in here that says teleport all players whose tele-waypoint equals 2, whose tag is not equal to location, so they don't have that tag. And you could teleport them into a lava pit with a big sign in front of them that says ha ha ha. Anyway, I've wasted enough of your time. We've been here for like an hour. But that is updating journal with an index to get around it quickly and teleport function. So like a waypoint system as well. Okay, right, sorry to keep you so long. If you did enjoy it or liked it or found anything interesting at all, please do leave a like. They are very, very helpful. They're certainly motivating. Right, catch you later. Have a nice day. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.